All right, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, whatever it is. I just went for the brunch. Couple things here. Number one, we just launched that new video. Worked on it all night. I was up to 3, 4 in the morning. It is awesome. Thank you for all the feedback on it. Trials have been pouring in since 3 a.m. The thing is going gangbusters right now. I can't believe how many trials have come in. We got more trials today than we did all last week since we launched the video. That's crazy. Crazy. So you guys are obviously already putting it out there. I mean, I think I posted it at like 3 in the morning, and then I only slept for 4 hours because I had to meet my buddy for brunch. So the thing is going gangbusters. But one of the reasons why we do free, and I'm going to explain this because some of you aren't getting it in your head, so I'm going to explain it from my experience with 20 years full-time in the network marketing industry. And when I explain this, I think you'll all get it. Well, first and foremost, when we launched the free trial, I think that was well over a year ago, when we launched it, our numbers went through the roof, okay? And continue to have gone through the roof. I mean, we practically doubled the company when we offered the free trial. Doubled the, I mean, those are huge statistics right there. Why? Why does it work? And some people are like, well, what? I want the money up front, Dave. Why are you talking about the money up front? I'll tell you why. A couple things, a couple reasons why. Number one, you ever heard that saying, the path of least resistance is always the best way to go? If you have a roadblock and someone sees a roadblock and they want to talk about the roadblock, a lot of times they'll never get past the roadblock. What you got to remember is there's a lot of people marketing online that have been involved in several companies and never, ever have they made money, ever. So when you have a person that's never made money and all of a sudden you start talking about the money first, and you make them reach in their pocket and you got to pull out a credit card right away, you will lose a lot of those people. Not for the fact that they don't have the money, but for the fact they start to think about it too much and be like, well, I don't know. It's kind of like myself. Sometimes I'm going to buy a watch. And I got a million watches sitting right here. I got a bunch of, I mean, I love watches. And I'm like, I put it even in the cart. And then I'm like, oh man, that's $3,600. Should I do that today? Or no, I want to do it today. And a lot of times it'll take me maybe a week to even buy it, or maybe sometimes I don't buy it at all. Because I just look at the money and man, where do I want to spend it? It's a barrier right there. Okay. So people are a lot like that. They don't have a lot of money. The other thing is a lot of you out there have never made money. And so some of you don't have what we call credibility yet. You're not a top earner yet. You never made money. So you're like, why is someone going to join a person like me? Why aren't they just going to sponsor shop me and try to find the top rep of the company? Or why aren't they going to go out there and try to get someone that's known to make money? Why would they join me? Well, when all of a sudden you put up a barrier of entry like that, people start to say, well, maybe I won't join them, or I'm going to join. If I'm going to spend my money, I'm going to go join somebody else, et cetera, et cetera. So that's another thing that does that. So the power of using the free trial is this. I got to tell you this. I'm going to go into the numbers here in a second. But one of the things that I found right away is and you can even go through our Facebook group and see it. And so you got the proof right here in the group. I have people that literally text, message me, Facebook message me, post on this group all the time that they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even really know what the conversion pros was or why I was getting into it. But man, I signed up for free, and man, I watched that one training you had, or I watched a boot camp, or I watched a training on Facebook, and I was totally blown away by it. I said, I've never seen training like that in my life. I can't believe the value I went to make a capture page. I've used a lot of other capture page systems. I was so confused on how they work, and you made it so easy. I love this tool. I get people that tell me that all the time, and what's crazy is I see a lot of them, they upgrade before they're even 7 days is up. They like it so much that they don't want to wait 7 days and you actually go in there. And some of these people haven't even talked to their sponsor. They never even had a conversation with their sponsor, and they're just contacting me, telling me how much they love it and why they had to upgrade. And you'll see that in the group. You scroll through the group, I think there was a guy there today or yesterday that started to talk about the trainings and how much he actually loved the trainings. And you can see that right on this group. I think I approved that post last night or today. I mean, it was just in a couple of days. So if you scroll down, you'll find it. We see this stuff every day, all day. Me and my partner get bombarded with this stuff. Why? Because here's the thing. So let me go back to my years of experience in MLM and recruiting hundreds and hundreds of people in big ticket deals where people will pay over 1,000 or 500, whatever. Here's what I found. When you have a barrier to entry, people, do that. Or they start looking around. Oh, I got so much money to spend. I want to do over here, over here. Well, here's what we did. Here's why the free trial works. Number one, what it does is it makes you get a lead a lot faster, but it also gets the lead locked into you, okay, which is very, very important. So when someone takes a free trial, they're actually setting up an account in the Conversion Pros that links them right to your sponsor. So maybe they don't join today, but we have had people look at the Conversion Pros that join 3 months later or 5 months later, and their sponsors start getting paid because of a trial that they've taken 3 months or 6 months ago. It locks them into you right away. So that's very, very important as well. It actually sets up an account on our system. So, and then they're linked to you because they took that free trial from you. But here's the deal. When you get a free trial, so once you get the trial in the door, you get to say this. And this is the biggest thing you could ever say in any opportunity, because most people could never say this. Our system is so good that we're going to give you a week for free because we want to prove it to you. We don't want you to spend any money, put your wallet away. We want to prove to you how good our training is, how good our tools are, how easy they are to use. You could get in our Facebook group and see all the excited people. You can see all the people making money. You can do all this for free. And at the end of 7 days, if you're not convinced that it's awesome, okay, no big deal. I can't charge you credit card if I want. Do you know how powerful that statement is? To say that you're willing to prove it to somebody before they reach in your wallet and pay. That statement alone is so powerful that you get to prove something to somebody. These other deals can't prove it. They just want your money. And so a lot of times they're like, oh man, I don't know about spending money. I might lose it in this deal, whatever. What are you going to lose? Then if you show them, so here's what you got to do. So you got to follow up with people. So once you get the free trial, this is where the magic happens to get your upgrades and to turn them on. First, and I have a lot of training on this, and a lot of people aren't doing this, and that's why they're not getting as many upgrades. The first thing you tell a trial is, guess what? This works so good that you already proved it works. They're like, well, how did I prove it worked? Well, you took the trial, didn't you? Yeah, I took the trial. So does everybody else. So the very first day they joined, they got 7 days, right, to join. Well, if you show them the math on this, so let's say in 7 days, they went out and gave this away free for 20 times a day. And with that new video, we're seeing people that have already done way past that, giving away way more than 20 trials just with that new video I launched at 3 a.m. last night. Okay, you gave it away for 20 days. You did that 7 days a week. You gave it away 140 times a day for free. Okay? Well, 70 would be 50%. If 70 of them upgrades, forget that. Let's only do 50. 50 upgrades out of 140, meaning more than 50% didn't upgrade. Well, you still, okay, so in 7 days, that person got to pay their $50, right? They paid 50 bucks. In 2 weeks, from that $50, before they're even getting charged again, they would make $1,250, a $1,200 profit, okay, based on those numbers. Now, they joined for free. They loved it. They got to see everything. They got to taste everything. They got to get everywhere. We didn't have any hidden doors where they couldn't get into it. They didn't make money. They got to prove it. But once they start getting trial members in, they're afraid to lose the money. They're like, whoa, I got all these people, man. If I start getting these people upgraded, they realize then, because we only pay paid affiliates. We don't pay people if they're not a member. So they realize that they don't upgrade, they have the potential to lose all that commission. So let's say they only had like $300 or $400 made, right, in their first week that they knew they're going to make in 2 weeks. Well, let's see. If you knew your 7 days was up, and then 2 weeks later you're going to make, let's just say $300. And you had to pay $50 today, and you knew if you didn't pay $50, you were going to lose $250 in profit. Would you not pay your 50 bucks? Would you be that stupid not to want to make all the extra money? Would you really be that dumb? So the people that we get in, what they're doing is they're training people right away that very first week to focus on going out and getting a bunch of trials. So they know they're getting a bunch of trials, so they can even get like 20 trials and they get like 5 or 6 of them to upgrade. That could be a lot of money. I mean, let's say even they got 6 upgrades. What is that? $150. So would they not pay $50 to realize 2 weeks later they got their 50 bucks back plus $100 on top of it? It would be crazy. So that's what people do. So with the free trial, see, and here's the deal. If you don't do the free trial, you're going to get people that won't even take a free spot, right? So they won't create an account in Conversion Pros because maybe they're like, well, I don't get paid for a week. For example, I had a guy email me. He says, man, I love the Conversion Pros, but I don't get paid till Friday. I'm like, dude, we give you a free trial. He's like, I'm in right now. Bam, he ended up signing up instantly. And he's going to pay because he wanted to upgrade anyway. But if you didn't give away the free trial first, what would happen is you've got a barrier. So you might have someone say, yeah, I just don't have 50 bucks right now. You know, maybe I get paid next week or whatever. And so while they're on the fence, you had them when they were hot. You got a person when they're smoking hot and they're ready, where you can now, once that person's hot, teach them how to use the tools, how to get trials the first week, show them how to build some pages, show them the training that they love, get them like highly engaged and highly involved where they're super excited about what they just got involved with, show them the testimonial, show them the success stories on the group, show all this kind of stuff so that they're on fire right now, right, this first week. Unless you don't follow up. If you just get trials in and you don't do anything with them and you don't follow up, well, what do you want them to do? I mean, you know, it's like if you planted a seed in the ground and you never watered it, you never used fertilizer, you never did anything, is that seed going to grow to what you wanted to do? No, you gotta you know, keep it together. But if you get these trials and you're doing what I'm telling you to do, show them how to follow, show them that hot movie that we just did, and the key and the secret is that video, why that video I just did is so powerful, is the minute they sign up with that, you get to say, hey, I can give you get to use the same video that made you excited enough to do it. You already proved it worked. So how many people do you think is going to watch this video and want to join for free just like you did? And they're going to be like, a ton. Yeah, so let's start to get it out there. They go out there, they use that video, and their first week they're free, and they get 10, 20, 30, 40 trials, and they realize, oh my gosh, my 7 days is going to be up. If I don't pay, I have the potential to lose all this potential money. I don't want to do that. That would be absolutely moronic for me to lose all this money. And they already know it works, because once they start getting leads off the system and off of that video, they realize that, man, this thing is hot because I'm starting to get results. And see, here's the thing too, a lot of people in MLM have never even made $1. Believe it or not, a lot of people haven't even made $1. Most of them haven't even got leads before. And all of a sudden, they join for free and they put something hot out like that, and all of a sudden they start to get some signups. Well, when people get more signups than they ever had, like I've seen people that go out and put that video out there and get 10 or 20 signups, and these people have been in MLMs that cost $200 or $500, and they never even got 1 signup or 2 signups, and all of a sudden they got 10 or 20 people that created an account underneath them. Man, that's what we call in the industry putting fire under the pan. You know, when you turn on your stove and there's fire under the pan, that creates fire under the pan, because then these people can actually say, man, maybe this can actually work for me. I've never seen it work because I've been in 5 deals and I haven't even sponsored one person, or I sponsored one person, they never even sponsored anybody, and I keep losing money. Man, now I'm starting to see activity. I'm starting to see things grow. I'm starting to see things happen. And when that happens, it starts to be a huge fire. Remember that statement, it only takes 1 match to create an explosion. And that's how this works. So the people that want to put out the money up first, what they're doing is they're putting a barrier to entry, like this, a barrier to entry. Because what you're doing there, instead of them creating an account on the conversion pros, you're making them stop and not join you right away. They think about, well, I don't have 50 bucks right now, this and that. Where the people that are making huge money every Friday, they're giving this away like crazy, and they're getting the upgrades, following up, doing this. Think about it. All the free trials that just came in last week get to see this new killer video. It's going to be time for them to upgrade, and then they're going to be like, well, I don't know if I'm going to upgrade. And all of a sudden they see this killer marketing video, and they're like, dude, I want to put that out there. I don't want to lose money. I'm going to hurry up and upgrade so I can use all this stuff. It's fire under the pan, man. That's why our numbers keep going up and up and up and up. Why would me, the owner of the company, let me tell you this, if the free trial didn't work, if it wasn't successful, if it wasn't bringing in people like crazy that actually upgraded, if it wasn't driving tons of upgrades, would we sit here and offer a free trial? Would I sit here as the owner of the company and say, well, I'm just going to keep giving this thing away for free, man. I'm just going to keep it. Yeah, it's not really working, but let me just keep doing this. No, it's working like gangbusters. We get so many people that upgrade from the free trials. It is absolutely ridiculous because we get them in the door. We let them behind the curtain. We let them see all the stuff that we offer. We prove to them that it works. And when you can prove to somebody, I don't want your money, man. I just want to prove to you what we got is smoking hot. I'm going to give you full access to that. It's kind of like this. You might like a car, okay, at a park. You might look around for cars. Now, if you're car shopping, some people, I mean, if you know the car like me, sometimes I'll buy a car just because I know what it is and I want it and I buy it. But most of you want to take a car for a test drive. You want to just go to a car lot and say, well, yeah, I like that car, but I don't want to sit in it. I don't want to get behind the controls. I don't want to drive it down the street. I'm just going to sign here. How much is it? 20 grand. I'm just here's the payment. Just give it to me. Some people, yeah, I guess they are. If they really know the car and they really like the car, maybe that happens. But I would say 9 out of 10 people when they're car shopping, the reason they go to one car lot and different car lot is because they like getting behind it. They want to feel the wheel. They want to look at all the gauges and how they work before they decide they want to purchase it. And it's also the reason why car lots make a ton more money, because what they do is they put you into one car, don't have navigation, that don't have the features. Then they put you in the same car and it has all the extra bells and whistles. And you're like, dude, I don't know if I can afford that payment, but I gotta have this. So give me this one. I'll pay more a month. And people do that all the time. What happened? How did it work? The trial. The trial is what made them upgrade. Why does Planet Fitness, who's a major fitness company all across the world, let people come to the gym and try it for what? $1? They don't make them pay the full membership. Try it for $1 for 30 days. Why? They know once people get in the door and play with the equipment and play with the massage chairs and the tanning beds and all this, that tons of them will say, listen, I like it here. I want to spend my money with you now. This is a multi-million, if not billion-dollar marketing plan that has worked to produce millions and millions and millions of dollars by proving something and allowing people to see it, feel it, taste it, smell it, work with it, and then they want to spend their money with it because they like it. We've had tons of people in their first week build capture pages and they get a bunch of leads and then they didn't want to lose their leads. They're like, dude, I want to make sure I want to pay because I don't want to lose my leads and I love the system. We have so many ways to keep people in once they take a trial and actually use it. But if trials aren't upgrading, okay, 9 out of 10 times it's the lack of the sponsor going back and showing them the comp plan, what they could do, showing them how to get free trials their first week, showing them the Facebook group, logging them into training, asking them if they can help build a page, showing them where our share codes are and pages are already built. I've talked to, because I do this, I've talked to trials that haven't upgraded, and I asked, well, my sponsor didn't even call me. I didn't know how to do this. I didn't do that. So you mean you quit because you didn't upgrade because you didn't know how to press a button on the capture page? Yeah. Well, if I could show you how to do it, you want to stay in? Absolutely. I get that all the time. And so the lack of upgrades from giving away free trials is usually because the sponsor has not even contacted them once, kind of like threw them to the wayside, and then expected, you know, what cracks me up, people want to make the crazy money that we pay out every Friday. They want to make all this money, but some people aren't willing to actually build a team and do what it works. I mean, if someone actually joins you and wants to give you their money, you would think that you'd want to put a little bit of time into them. And if you don't, why would they want to put money in you? I mean, I've heard this from people all the time. I want to switch sponsors. And we don't allow that junk in TCB. Like, why would you do it? You don't even need a sponsor at TCB. I do muscle training. Well, it would be nice if I pay someone and they actually call me. Let me know that they actually want to work with me. I'd rather work with somebody that would help me, you know, with a couple of share codes or show me some training. And I hear that all the time from people. What does that mean? Does that mean that TCP is broken? No, it means that people are bringing people in and that they could get paid on, and they just don't even care. They're just like, oh, I hope this works, man. I'll put some people in, man. I hope they upgrade, you know. Hope is a dirty word. Hope doesn't make money, okay? Action makes money. And so the people that are doing that, because if people say, well, I got some trials, man, they never upgraded. So I've done this, okay? I've actually picked up the phone and called their trials just to see what that person has told them. And I've heard from people, I didn't know your system did that. You really could do that? You mean you got pages already built that I could use? These people are saying all this kind of stuff, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, your sponsor didn't tell you this? I didn't have any idea that. Some of them don't even know there's an affiliate plan they can make money on. You mean I could actually just go get this? Like, yeah, man. You know, it only takes 2 people and you're free. You're like, man, if I knew that, man, I would already have 2 people in. Man, I would have totally upgraded. This is the kind of stuff that I hear all the time as an owner of the company when I follow up with people. Because I love it when people say, well, my trials didn't upgrade or this and that. Great. I want to know what's wrong. Let me start making some phone calls and find out. And when I start calling people and finding out the answers, it's not that TCP is not cool and that we offer everything they want. They just didn't have any communication with the person that they wanted to spend money with. And they said, well, why would I spend money? This person won't even talk to me. Do the math on that one. It's not rocket science. But that's why we offer a free trial. But I'll tell you what, the page that I built last night, I wrote ad copy for billion-dollar companies. I built systems for billion-dollar companies. I have built videos that have created millions and millions and millions of dollars in business with my ad copy and my videos and putting them into systems, right? That video I did last night was probably one of my hottest, if not the hottest ad copy I've ever created in 20 years. I know for a fact what that video is going to do. I know for a fact how many people that video is going to recruit. It is going to go gangbusters. So the people that jump on the new video I launched yesterday and get it out there right away and blast it off right away are going to get massive, massive results. So if you're sitting on the fence wondering if you should go use that video, then sit on the fence and watch everybody else go make a ton of money. That video, with my experience, with my ad copy, with what I know in the last 20 years of producing systems and videos that get results, this is a smoking hot video that will bring people in the door. Once you get them in the door, use the follow-up system we gave you with the videos and everything we showed you how to follow up with free trials and watch what happens to your income. Does it take work? Yes, it takes work. If you want to be lazy and lay around and not do that, fine, do that. If you want to go and not sell the free trial, go ahead. We don't make you do the free trials. But I'll tell you, you're making a mistake because the people that are doing the free trials and proving it works, getting them in the door, are getting way more upgrades than the people that are just throwing 50 bucks out there and hoping people just spend the money. It's a barrier to entry as opposed to getting them in, letting them see what's inside, getting them excited, and then they want to spend their $50. Half of them upgrade early. We get so many people that upgrade before their 7 days. It's crazy. They just go in and pay in their back office. And a lot of them do 6 months and yearly plans because they like it that much. And their sponsor doesn't make 50 bucks. They make either, what, 150 or 125 or $250 up front because we pay all that money out at one time. We've had so many trials that have liked the system so much that they've upgraded and said, I want it, I'm going to do the 6-month plan or the year plan. And then that sponsor makes way more money than if they threw the $50 out there up front. They make more money. I see the numbers, guys and gals. This is what we do. If it didn't work as good as it did, we wouldn't have it. We would be telling you to do something else. The reason I sat up till 3 a.m. last night and built a video, because it's gangbusters and works like crazy and it's producing a lot of income for a lot of people. That's why I did it. That's why I gave it to you, because it works. If you don't think it works, then fine, don't. I know I've made millions of dollars doing this, help companies make millions of dollars doing this. You don't want to take my word for it? Don't. Go do your thing. We don't care. You do what you want to do. But I know for a fact this method has gone gangbusters in our company, this company here. We've been around 2.5 years, so we've tested a lot of things over the last 2.5 years. We paid out a whole lot of money, and I see the people making money and what they're doing. So this is the advice coming from the top. Use it or don't use it. Have a great Sunday, and use that video. I'm telling you, that video's hot. The people that are getting it out there, woo, go for it.